new. I mean,
Yeah, I mean...
2 days ago, this would have been amazing.
Yeah, I mean, right now, if... they pick AM.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
And AM needs support.
Yes.
Especially against the Dark Seer Spirit.
Dark Seer Spirit. Usually, AM versus Dark Seer is pretty good for AM. You burn his mana, you can deal with the creeps as well. As long as you get enough space to buy that Ring of Health, you're just super fine as AM.
Yeah.
However, now my question is CK Kotl Chan strong enough to completely destroy Jug, to force that third spirit to go away from Darkseer and help them on that safe lane, you know? So they're gonna play that game. Alright, we're gonna pick AM, we're gonna maybe put Shen there for a little bit, but then we're gonna pressure you so hard that you're gonna have to abandon your idea of this insane Darkseer Earth Spirit duel.
Yeah. That is going to be the main question in this game, I guess, because if Earth Spirit does move away, Anti-Mage versus Darkseer is okay, right?
Yeah, AM is fine with that. I mean, Darkseer is still going to farm. You can even creep skip and farm more, but you're not going to pressure AM way too hard.
Right. That means also that we cannot, like the mid laners have to be heroes that don't need any help.
Vega banned out the Razor, so...
Yeah, Razor is banned out. OD is already banned out, of course,
so
as well.
OD is banned out. So, alright, I was thinking maybe they're thinking about OD, but most likely what they're thinking about is some melee mid.
Yeah.
Something that combos well with the Earth Spirit and Darkseer. Something like a Kunkka, perhaps even. You get that catch versus AM as well.
5 seconds.
DM has played a lot of Brew mid, and DK. He's played
DK, yeah.
Ember, Timber, like all those
all melee heroes, yeah.
All melee heroes, yeah. He's a good one for that.
All right, I mean, you have the Jug. If you go DK, you can definitely pressure them super early on, especially versus a lineup that has anti-mage. You can go and just pressure them, take all the towers with that DK plus healing ward. I can see that working, especially because they banned Razor. That's the direction they're thinking in, definitely.
Yeah, and Viper is also still in the pool. It's also one of those heroes that doesn't really lose his lane and doesn't really need any help. Ember is the one to get banned.
I love how OG...
Oh. We have seen this work, and we have... yeah,
that's
true.
fine.
We've seen this work, and we have seen this also fail, right? They lost with it yesterday as well.
Shadow Demon versus AM, though.
Yeah.
Shadow Demon with AM, actually, right?
Shadow Demon with AM. Yeah. But this is a Thompson Shadow Demon. When they
Demon.
Yeah, when they
coming to your pubs in the next few weeks. Enjoy it, guys.
Do you remember what he was up against from Ninjas in Pajamas yesterday, that game that they lost? I think I wrote it down. Oh yeah, he was up against a Timbersaw.
Timber wasn't mid though, was he?
True, I guess he was up against Arc Warden actually, and he got destroyed.
He did all right.
But Arc Warden got very fat.
It was the CK that was killing him all the time as well. Oh, you have so many illusions now. You can get AM illusions from the Shadow Demon, you can get CK illusions from the Shadow Demon. It's Purge versus Jug Spin.
Yep.
Purge that goes through BKB so you can slow him down. Yeah, it's Kunkka, like we called it. A hero that is melee, but at the same time, he's very tanky. And I'm not certain just how much he's gonna care about those poisons the Shadow Demon is gonna stack on him. So, I believe this is a favorable matchup for the Kunkka mid. But it is a Thompson Shadow Demon, so...
It is, and it is also the Keeper of the Light CK Chen matchup. The question is, how often are they going to be with the three of them on the lane? As we mentioned, is Anti-Mage going to be okay by himself or not? Is Earth Spirit going to be forced to deal with that tri-lane? I mean, we gotta make predictions. I would still go for OG. I think if you ask anybody before this series started who's gonna take the series, people would say OG.
No, I'm with you. Like this couch.
This couch is
always
OG.
going together. Like when it comes to predictions, almost always.
Almost always. Yesterday I got a couple of good ones. Owen said OG will win game 1.
There. So all three of us.
We got his predictions right here. All three of us. All three of us.
We're going with OG.
We're going with OG.
Can we put Owen in the middle as well?
Yeah.
Please.
OD Pixel going for OG to win.
Oh. OD Pixel, come on. Production.
Oh, wait for it. There you go. All right. And then I guess production will go for Vega. Vega, You know, they weren't looking too good in the first day, but yesterday they were able to beat the real deal, and we did see, because Vega's the only team, Vega's the only team we haven't seen yet. A real deal, when we saw them, they were super strong.
They were so strong, but we thought that they were so strong because they took a game of Liquid.
Yes.
And Liquid, honestly,
they didn't look too hard.
Great, yeah, so maybe we were fooled.
It could be.
Maybe that's what happened.
Ooh, nice set. Madara. Well, we're going to find out today if we were fooled or not, because we will see Liquid, of course, up against Kaban today.
I think Liquid just adapts to the meta, and that's about it. But they are playing versus Synth Gods, so...
They are. Oh, it's going to be a tough matchup. Vega, can they actually do... Nah, they're all 5. They know they want some action, but they are gonna give up the whole bottom lane of runes.
Oh, so right now it's AM top, right? So it's Chen plus Anti-Mage. They're trying to dodge this, and they're putting Kotl plus CK, right? Or are they? They're switching up again. They're switching up again. So the CK is running top.
Nice musical lanes happening here. I think the thing that will decide who goes where is who is the first one to use TPs to get to a different lane, rather than just walking the distance.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to that off lane. Seb gonna move top.
Yeah, 2 for 2 on the runes. Balance. And we got that CK Chen top, and Anti-Mage and Kotl look to be bottom.
Versus that Jug right now, who is alone, but Earth Spirit or Lich might rotate.
Yeah.
Alright, so Earth Spirit is hanging around mid for now. They're gonna go on Thompson.
Instantly as well. Thompson, I mean, he's fine, but...
He's not fine. He's gonna get zoned. He does not have poison to work with. He took Disruption. So that does help him a bit, but... Alright, they're actually gonna try lane bottom and just leave the Darkseer solo top. And I think this is good for Vega, because we saw what happens when you try lane versus CK yesterday. But does OG want to let that happen?
No.
That's the thing.
They got that Anti-Mage to go against the Darkseer, so they'll rotate that Anti-Mage top. In the meantime, MMT is still rolling about, finds Jerix with one of the waves. Seeing if we can stop that pull. And the question is Darkseer gonna TP bottom? He has got a TP.
I think you can remain like this. Perhaps if you are Darkseer, you're just gonna get that level 3, perhaps creep skip.
Jerix does get the entire wave. By the way, Jerix is by himself. Everybody has abandoned to go top, so this is just solo experience for him. Even if he doesn't get some last hits onto that tower, getting that experience is actually pretty big.
CS low. Oh, he has CK rotating too now, so...
But he took the long route around.
He did, but now they have level 2, they have Chakra Magic and Illuminate, so overall I think that this is fine.
Yeah.
This is really fine for OG. How's mid going though? Oh, Dobson is struggling hard.
Yeah, he is.
They might have expected this pick actually, because that Kunkka is looking hot.
Kazu not looking as hot. He is completely out of mana. He will just be forced away from the lane.
Notail actually doing a little bit of a different build, taking Penitence as well. Yesterday when I was watching Puppy, he wouldn't even skill it. He would take it very late on, and they would basically just count on those teleports. You would recall your mid hero, and then you would get the gank off. But this Penitence and 5 poison stacks, this is gonna hurt.
Ooh,
look at that.
Okay.
That forces him to salve immediately. That was pretty good.
Does he still have that? Jerix very slow with that Orb of Venom on him. They will be taken down as the first blood, but maybe next time. It looks like they want another Seb. He's got some backup from No-Tail, but can they turn it around? I don't think so.
Yeah, No-Tail has no mana to work with. Oh, that's Kotl.
Mid, and again 5 stacks. That is something to be so worried for. I mean, he doesn't have any salve. He has a Tango, but really one Tango, if he gets stacked up again, he's dead. Oh, he's parried himself with salve.
I take that back. I said that he's tanky enough. Nobody's tanky enough versus that. That's just ridiculous.
Well, at the start. It'll take a while.
Oh, another roll. Now they do have Kotl, they do have Chen here. I don't think you can... If it's 3-on-3, I think they have an edge, definitely, on the side of OG. Even if you spin, he's still gonna double crit you there, so... I think you have to be careful if you're Vega. Kazu, this is basically what we talked about. Yeah, Anti-Mage is gonna farm, he's not gonna be pressured, but at the same time Darkseer is gonna find a lot of farm just by creep skipping. So.
Yeah, and Anti-Mage, I mean, he can last hit under that tower, and he's also using that big camp. He's indeed fine. It looks like the difference will be made on that bottom lane. We'll see who comes out ahead there. So far, we have the Juggernaut sitting on 14 for 4. CK only got 6 last hits though. That can't be good. They need kills.
Definitely not good. If you remember yesterday, at this point he would have 1 bracer at least, perhaps.
Yeah.
He would be on the way to get another. No tail.
Oh, tanking. Will be killed off, and Madara has a say in it. Oh, maybe next time he is fine. They do get the kill on No Tail's Chen.
Yeah, that was close.
There's no regen left either on Madara. Oh, another stun coming out. He does not. Now he does have a point in his healing ward, and they were still able to get the kill on maybe next time.
Right somewhere, did he?
Yeah, to the tower.
Too. Yeah, so
still counted as 3 rather than as the Dire, but
I mean they got
fine.
40 gold, like 1 CS each. It's
congratulations. Right. Yeah. So who's having the better start here? Because we talked about how important it was for ILTW to be up against a Darkseer by himself, so OG got that right, but they are not doing as well on that.
Yeah, they're not really doing too well on this lane.
No.
It looks like Vega knew that they can take this Jug plus Lich combination and just deal with it, but I honestly think what happened here is that the first few minutes were not played right by OG. They weren't together as 3. I think that's their biggest problem here. If they started the lane as 3 immediately, they would be able to dominate. But by the time Chen came, Kotl died, then Chen dies, then Kotl dies. Yeah, it's
just a train reaction at that point. Seb, it's a very tough time farming here. Does get the second stun off. Blinding Light trying to help out, but he's just not able to live through this. Perhaps with No Tail's help, actually surviving for now. Pops a salve as well. Surviving is not enough, unfortunately, for him. He needs to get some kills and last hits, but it's a start.
Yeah. It's good because they wasted a lot of mana on Jug. Has 1 more spin to work with, so you can definitely pressure him. Another 5 stacks. It's really good that he bought the range draw, but that's like, what, 4th salve or something on Inca. But he's still doing fine. 35 CS versus 21 on that SD. He's completely alright with that. He's a happy little camper on that mid lane.
I mean, he lives every time.
Yeah.
Until now, at least for now. Don't want to jinx him.
Yeah, Thompson has Purge, so it might change.
Yeah, No Tail, again in trouble, and again taking a dive. Jerax might be the next one to fall. Madara focusing him, well said. Can he actually stop that from happening? He can. He's got no more mana for stun with the stick charges. He will have 1 second. He doesn't really get lucky with those seconds, actually. Doesn't get the reality ripped out. 1 more hit will do it, but the healing ward is up. Madara, he's able to run a real fast. Chen is indeed back, and Madara, can he live? He spins around. Pexu is actually blocking him, but it doesn't matter because he wants to go in anyway. He gets the kill on Seb. No Tail could not save his buddy.
Now this is a bloodbath for OG.
It's disastrous.
I think they're overestimating the power of that Kotl plus CK. I mean, it's good, but you're still playing versus Lich Jug. It used to be the strongest thing for a reason, and it's still very strong. So even though the Frost Shield did get nerfed a little bit, it doesn't slow as much as it used to. It's still legit spell. It's still strong.
1k gold in favor of Vega as well. They are definitely dealing with this lane a lot better than what we saw yesterday from Liquid.
Liquid, if this was Liquid right now, they'd be feeding 0 to 20
yeah.
stage. So.
No, you can definitely tell Vega did their homework, knew what was coming, and prepared for it, and figured, you know, this Lich Jugger lane with Earth Spirit helping out should work,
yeah,
and
I think that's the big thing. Like, they saw what happened yesterday to Liquid, they adapted a little bit with the Jug plus Lich, and then they just committed 3 heroes here at all times. But I still think if OG started this lane as 3, if they started dominating from the start, in which case CK would get those bracers earlier, everything would be different. I still think they had a stronger lane.
So, status is OG's lane on the bot lane is not going great, but Anti-Mage is farming good, and he is not getting interrupted. Like, there's no supports helping him out. And no supports coming to stop him either, as we do have another Chen dead on the bot lane. But
yeah, so this...
It's not all bad.
It's definitely not all bad. You have the Anti-Mage versus Darkseer. Yeah, Darkseer later on in the game has the wall to work with, so AM is gonna have that illusion that's gonna be problematic. You also have X marks the spot for catch, but that's about it. And Anti-Mage versus Jug, in my opinion, I mean not in my opinion, it is always better for AM.
Again, Seb tries to reality rift himself out of that, but the Omni Slash is there. Madara will secure that kill. Jarek goes for the TP out, is able to get that.
Yeah, but Seb is,
no-till. Yeah, no-till as well. He's dead once more. In the meantime, ILTW completely out of mana, getting chased down by an army with iron shells. He has to be careful.
Yeah, Darkseer is definitely taking over now that he has that wall. It's very easy for him to just burn LTW's mana. So, as long as that illusion is up, Anti-Mage cannot really protect that tower, and that tower is dead.
No.
Overall though, as long as AM has a good time, I think he can carry this game later on. Jug has to have an insane head start versus the AM for him to actually just completely crush him.
And he's slightly behind in terms of gold of the Anti-Mage right now, and he will be definitely behind in terms of experience to try for try. That's always a risky business right there. No-till. He might live this time, and maybe next time tries to roll away, but it gets blocked by Seb. He's now trying to deny himself to Ancients, but oh, that was close actually.
Yeah, that was actually very close.
Yeah, I thought they were just waiting for that right click. Kunkka coming in though. Let's see if DM can make something happen. Does flash up. No-till, and once again a hit and Thompson too, and we'll get a double kill on that bottom lane with one rotation and a TT rune.
That TT rune definitely helped. He's sitting on 1700 gold right now. This is one farmed Kunkka. He took over the AM when it comes to the most farmed hero in the game. And overall, yeah, like that Kunkka mid definitely working out for them.
Shadow Demon mid.
Oh, look at that. He just go back.
Welcome back to the lane, Seb. Bye.
Bye.
We got a rotation coming top. They need to do something against Kezu here. He's just happily farming. The Will-O-Wisp will help out, keeping Kezu in place. He's out of mana now as well. Does pop stick charges. Will be able to use a surge. Can they chase him down? Blink forward. More mana for LTW, but I don't think it's going to matter with maybe next time there as well. No, he is fine. He's safe. That was a rotation of 3 trying to, well, 2 rotated, I guess, with ILTW still there.
Well, they did zone him out completely, but alright.
X-mark.
X-mark.
To base, sure. He's going to be back in no time. He also, of course, took that tower, so he seems to be in full control of that top lane. And we already see OG placing some wards around their jungle, because that is where we will see ILTW for the next, what, 10-15 minutes? Is farming?
10 definitely.
10 definitely.
Did he finish that battle period? He's actually getting really close considering it's 12 minutes in. He's doing really fine. 5k gold.
Look at that, level 4 on no-till for 12 minutes in. That's the downside. If an aggressive trial lane goes bad, you're going to be so behind on levels. Even
if it goes well for you, you're going to be, unless you're killing them all the time, you're going to be behind. And this is the power of Kunkka versus AM.
Yeah, let's see. He can blink in a second, silence for the moment. He will not be able to blink in a second because he'll be silenced for the whole duration.
I mean,
and controlled and gazed.
DM maxed out that X marks the spot. He actually has a lot of levels as well to work with, level 12 right now, so AM definitely did not expect to be caught like that. There is a Shadow Blade now completed on the Kunkka, so he's gonna be able to set up those skills all the time on Anti-Mage, and I think they have to commit into either pressuring Vega somewhere else, even if that means dying. You have to fight somewhere else. Perhaps push the tier 1 on bottom, force them to fight you. So that
Vega wants to fight. They have 5 people rotated mid. DM will be back in a second with the X-Mark, pushing down that tier 1 mid, and nobody of OG wants to defend this. They just use this time to try and get some extra farm on there.
They're gonna go rush actually.
Chen, CK and AM.
They might, they have healing ward, you have the iron shells. Yeah, you can. I mean, their teamfight is superior at this point.
We do have No-Till taking out the tier 1 bottom, so a little bit of extra gold for OG as well.
Oh, this is so good.
Nice. That is what ILTW wants.
Anti-Mage benefits from these recalls so much because you can just move him across the map. You can split push even better. It's an elusive hero, but when you add the power of Chen there as well, it's just so strong. Jerax isn't gonna do a whole lot here. Just gonna scare them up a little bit.
Yeah, but he's fine. Stick charges will keep Madara off, and he'll probably take that Aegis as well. Ooh, roll up the high ground. They want to try and take down Jerax. He's very speedy on his
Kazu is here, but no mana. So.
Reindeer Moose. One of the two. Very Finnish, regardless.
Right, 100 gold away from that Battle Fury. Didn't really come as fast as I thought it would, but it's still definitely a good timing on AM. He only died once.
This could be worse, but I think Vega is still in a very strong position here. Should we not also be expecting more of Thompson on the Shadow Demon? We've seen it twice before now.
It worked out once, right?
Yes.
It worked out once. The second time it was already a little bit iffy. In this game as well, he hasn't really found his place in the game completely. I think it's due to the fact that he didn't get those skills on the Kunkka. He didn't zone him out of the lane either, so... But it's also the fact that his tri-lane just bossed, so he didn't have anywhere to really go and get kills.
Well, that is another tier 2. Well, the first tier 2 actually dropped. Vega has no chill as they surely would not try to go high ground at 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is too soon. You're playing versus Kotl as well.
Yeah,
and Shadow Demon, they're gonna spam you down. So just take out all the outer towers, I believe. If they try to fight you, you have so much mobility at the moment. Plus you have the Shadow Blade on the Kunkka. The Shadow Blade was not revealed yet, I believe, so he's gonna be able, maybe he walked through some ward.
Could be. There's not that many wards up for OG though. They got one in the at the Radiant Ancient camp. I hope ILTW find a safe place to farm, and one on that top lane.
This is one of those things that happens when you play a draft that isn't really your draft and you haven't practiced it.
What is the comeback? What is the way back for? Ooh, that is a dead Thompson. The same impact as support. The support Shadow Demon would have done indeed the same, and they can't fight yet.
They can't. They really can't. They just have to flee. You asked what their comeback is?
Yeah.
Their comeback is this AM. Like, that's it. You're playing 4 Protect 1. The CK is like a CK support. And that Shan just got cleaved.
Like, he just got cleaved. He didn't even have to do anything but just stand still. Didn't see it coming. He did not suffer, you guys. No worries. But yeah, they found the anti-mage.
Oh.
Kazu kind of revealed their positioning. I figured maybe... Nah, I guess it was kind of obvious with the way they backed up from base. LTW is just trying to cut the waves and make some space or buy some time for himself and his team to defend. And of course, they need Coddle for that high ground defense as well.
Yeah, any creep skip is good for them right now.
A nice disruption. Keeping her spirit at bay for the time being. Getting a stun there as well, but I don't think... Like, Madara is just hitting those towers.
I mean, this healing board is just... Oh, courier. Alright.
Just like DM, they don't really care. Oh, X mark. No-Till. Doesn't get a disruption. Will die again. At least, he's very low level. He's back in 10 seconds.
Do they have creeps? They have the catapults. Alright, so...
Yeah, they have the catapults.
They aren't defending this. I don't see how they defend. The Aegis is still up.
This is 17 minutes. Okay, at what point do you call it?
You don't call it.
No?
No, you don't. You're losing one side, perhaps two, but you're not calling this.
Okay.
You still have a tier 1 on the bottom lane. You are crushed, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they're gonna call it anytime soon.
Okay.
They're waiting for this AM to find his farm. I think what they have to focus on right now is creep skipping. Just prevent them from going mid or bottom lane until at least that Aegis is reclaimed.
Yeah.
After that, perhaps you can even look to fight them. CK, what did he finish? Like, the Seb have boots? He finished both.
He should have.
Just being cheeky a little bit. He had a really rough lane. He has armor, by the way. I'm kidding. I can see it on him. So
bottom lane is indeed pushed in by OG. They got some extra farming space in that Radiant jungle because of it, and with that ward helping out as well.
You have to play the recall game, right?
Yeah.
Send A mid, he creep skips, recall him bottom. You have to do something like that. You can't clump up together the way they're doing right now.
How is that team fight potential from OG? They got the Will-O-Wisp. They can get illusions of the Juggernaut with the destruction.
But it's not great. I still feel Vegas is much stronger. You have the wall, you have the Earth Spirit, you have the boat, the literal team. It is amazing. Yeah.
Alright, so no team fights for OG.
Okay.
Perhaps some pick-offs, but Vega is just... They're just grouped up the whole time. Who are you gonna pick off?
That's the problem, definitely.
There's just... It is a very difficult game from OG, but OG, of course, playing from behind. We said it before, and we've seen it before. They're good at playing from behind. It's one of their strengths. Never count OG out. Perhaps they can find something here.
They're hard.
No, they have to. They already. They can't commit. If you lose a fight and this place,
it's too close to your.
It's too close to your base. Yeah.
Yep, top lane is being pushed in. They haven't really dealt with that yet, but Antimage is doing really well around mid. Now he's gonna creep skip top, I think, as well. So, top are Megas. He's gonna go mid again. It's all about AM's movements, I think. Like, he is the only one keeping them in the game right now.
No pressure. Again, see? Every time! We talk about these games for OG, and there's always a time where it's like, alright, ILTW,
yeah,
it's all on you.
Yeah, we kind of messed up the laning stage. Carry us, please.
Yeah.
That's about it.
No pressure, bro. You want to be a full-fledged member of OG? Gotta prove it. Double damage on top, but ILTW could already get cold to bot lane.
Oh, tries to get that centaur, but gets stunned instead. This is really good, though. No-tail, what he just did, is definitely what they should be doing more often. You have to be on these side lanes, hiding in the trees, recalling that AM. If you recall him bottom, instantly move top, so you can recall him top again very soon. He has to continue creep skipping, has to keep on buying time, but because look, when it comes to network, he is on top.
Yeah.
But he can't fight yet, he only has Manta.
So, he's gonna get a Scotty?
I mean, I guess...
You don't seem convinced?
Not necessarily super convinced.
What is the what do you think is the thought process behind it? Wait a second, Thompson, he has got a disruption for himself, won't even use it, he'll be
He's
fine.
saving it for the Omni Slash, I believe. Or like this.
Or for an aggressive one to get some illusions of the Juggernaut, but they don't last long with DM getting that Tidebreak cleave.
Yeah.
Have we seen a Phantasm in this game? I don't think so.
We saw some disruption plays on CK, we haven't seen Phantasm yet.
No, Antimage.
Alright, Skadi into Battle Fury. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Anthony did get nerfed a little bit in the last patch, so I'm wondering if that's the best option, but if he had like a basher, let's say, he could perhaps lock down this Jug, but it's very difficult at this point to say. He needs to survive, definitely.
No BKB.
I mean, BKB would be great too, but you're still lacking damage.
Too defensive.
Yeah, too very defensive. You have to rely on your shadow demon to disrupt you.
Confusing. Okay, well, Vega is once again pressuring mid, and they are looking for Thompson with that surge. Maybe next time gets the silence off of him and the slow as well with the kick. The disruption is there to try and help him get away, but there is no way for him to get out of this one. He does have a buyback.
That's so bad. He has buyback though, yeah.
And ILTW's creep skip, but they do have a wave to work with. It's not very full on life, but they've got the healing ward, so it is okay. They find the Connell there too. Actually DM taking a lot of damage from Seb right here. Perhaps there's a way they can make something happen here. Jerix taking a lot of damage from that Magnetize. Has to be careful, has to move back to base. ILTW, he's joining in the fight. He's looking for a kill on that Kunkka, but the wall is there. The Omni Slash as well. There is no one dying on the side of Vega, and they tried so hard. DM, he's just gonna X-mark himself back to base as he gets some life back, salving up, claritying up, and he'll be back to pressure that mid lane in no time, even though it doesn't need any pressure anymore. They got the full lane of racks.
Yeah, the worst part is AM died.
AM died. It was the first fight he joined. We did see how strong that CK was with the Phantasm, but then there was a boat.
Yeah, it wasn't only the CK, I think it was the Shadow Demon second spell. So you think, alright, the CK hits hard, when in fact it's just the Shadow Demon instantly takes 40% of your HP, and then suddenly you aren't really dealing as much damage as you thought you were, and he survives, especially with that boat buff. However, anti-mage dying is the worst thing that could have happened there for them.
Oh, look at that. The win probability at some point dipped with the space that OG got earlier. They got themselves...
It's pretty high. It's not 99, it's 97%.
Yeah,
so
you know, it could be worse.
Vega is doing really well.
If you're Vega at this point, you're gonna have that Aegis cheese and you're going bottom and you push out, right? You're done?
Just go bottom, that's it. There's nothing that you have to wait for any longer. You're super satisfied with what you've got and you're ready to end it.
Yeah, it's...
And the problem is, now that you're 2 sides down, this AM can't really creep skip any longer. I mean, he can, but it's not optimal for him any longer, as he isn't even getting the amount of farm that he would get from woods alone. So
TP out, blink out. LTW getting recalled so he can push out top again. I mean, he's trying. He's fighting a battle that seems almost impossible. Trying to get as many creeps before Vega is reaching high ground for the 3rd time.
He's definitely charging at windmills. I don't... The problem is, no matter how fat he gets, the last time he died, mostly because of that Darkseer illusion, that wall just destroys him. It's so good versus AM.
There he is. Oh, they got it. They have to... OG have to hope that Vega makes a mistake. At the same time, I mean, we're talking a lot about what OG needs to do to hold on here, but Vega played this so well.
Yeah, that bottom lane, I think it all fell apart for OG on that bottom lane.
Yeah.
Here we go, CK running in.
Now they have to fight outside the base. The Will-O-Wisp buying some time. Kezu dropping low, but never mind. He's already back up, and it is Seb that is the first one to fall. He'll buy back, seeing if he can make a difference. The only slide will take out No-Till. Also still will have a buyback. ILTW has forced back to base. And the Magnetize does not tick him over the edge. But that was OG. That's what they had. Will-O-Wisp used. Can they do something more? Maybe next time, jumping in, perhaps a little bit far. ILTW getting a 1 cleave. And that's he already blink himself out. The Mana Void does give him a kill though. That is an Earth Spirit and he will be recalled. He'll be right back. If previous experience is anything to go by. Actually, that was the wrong team.
He would be recalled if he had that Chen.
If you had a Chen, he would be recalled. But he is fast enough to run to make it seem like he got recalled.
He has that rolling boulder to work with. Has that, yeah.
Hey, they forced him out though. They're not going for it anymore.
I guess you don't have the wall. You're waiting a little bit, then you'll go back in. I don't think they're forced out, honestly, just yet. We'll see. OG.
They tried a strat that wasn't theirs, as you said.
They didn't really practice it, most likely. So couldn't really execute the combo.
Mark Thompson missed the combo there. And again, Madara and DM, they're just focusing on the racks, trying to get Megas. Maybe now, the stun comes out, they're looking for the kill on this Kunkka, but the Greaves are there and everybody's healed up to full. The damage is barely there. Blink out again from ILTW, knowing he can't get anything done there. Seb, again, trying to throw out stuns as much as he can. The Mana Void there as well. He does not get the kill on the M. Now finally he dies, but ILTW, he has to get back to base. They did get the kill on the Kunkka and he does not have buyback, but Madara is still a very big problem here on the side of Vega Squadron. Disruption creating some Madaras of their own for OG. The Reality Rift in to try and see if they can kill up Kezu, who just keeps up with healing his team all the time. The Will-O-Wisp up once again. Maybe next time he can try to roll himself out, but Kezu cannot. Mega creeps are gotten though. They do get the Darkseer kill. Madara is going to try to spin himself out. He'll die as well, but he got what he came for. He got Megas, and
Yeah,
that's what they came with. That's what they got.
I guess you won't throw the towel yet if you're OG. You're still gonna play it out through. You have the AM, you're fine. But overall, you won that fight because they weren't focusing heroes. They were focusing you. They were focusing buildings. So no, he's going for Vlads right now. AM a bit late for that, I think. But I guess he decided he needs it. He does fall super fast in those fights. One cleave takes like quarter of his HP.
Yeah. Well, they gotta try. Mega Creeps, I think that ILTW can deal with that. I mean, he's got the Battle Fury, his team is helping him out with that, but it is it's so difficult.
It's very difficult. You have the Kotl perhaps to help out a bit, but even you have the Chen. You know what you do? You take 4 Mega Creeps.
Yeah.
You turn the Radiant Mega Creeps against Radiant.
Ultimate plan.
The ultimate. It's what they planned. This is what they.
That's the strat.
That's the strategy.
You know what? What's even sadder? ILTW is one of the ones that has to push out those Mega Creeps, of course, because he is the one that does it best.
Yep.
But they also give less gold, so he doesn't want to take those. He wants to farm the trees in the jungle. Well, not the trees, but definitely the jungle. And he can't do it as much. So basically that is a chunk of his gold taken away.
Yeah, it's a lot of time that he's gonna waste just out pushing.
Yeah.
But at least he has this Chan, he's gonna recall him all the time, so
yeah,
there's that. And the Vlads was, I suppose, necessary because you need to keep yourself alive versus those Mega Creeps too.
What kind of state is Vega? And they did lose 3. They look like they're hunting Seb. They get the wall out there as well. They vacuum him back in. And if they can get this pickup, that would definitely be a great start. But at the same time, ILTW looking for Pexu, finding people at the back line. Can he take out this Lich? Yes, he can. And in the meantime, Seb lived as well, as he was able to teleport himself back to base. And that is OG with a favorable trade.
I mean, they killed the Lich.
They killed the Lich.
Is it over for Vega?
Yeah, game over. No. So they wanna take out Roche, right?
Yeah,
probably.
Just wait. It's very easy to take Roche when you have Megas, as they can't really go outside of their base without being noticed. And if they do go outside of their base, you're just gonna destroy them, I suppose. AM is getting those items, is becoming stronger and stronger. But Shadow Demon is basically like this mid Shadow Demon. He would have the same farm if he was support. Like you have
this is a support Shadow Demon. He got a Glimmer Cape.
Yeah, you have a Glimmer and whatnot. It's like whatever.
What did we see him have when he had?
He might have nothing if they go on him here.
Oh, he has got a disruption and a Glimmer Cape though. Uses the Glimmer, but
they are good Glimmer Cape, bro.
Yeah, great. It worked out. He has got buyback available.
No, the attacks did not work.
No. And they got a gem on the side of Vega Squadron. Buyback coming out from Thompson. Cleave, oh, Reality Rift dodged by the Shadow Blade as he just walked outside of range of that sentry.
I guess if you're OG, you want to fight, you bought back your SD, but how do you actually approach this fight properly?
One final hurrah.
Yeah, they didn't really waste anything there. They killed Thompson without any spells, basically. Any big spells, at least.
They kill Thompson like you would a support. In comes the Will-O-Wisp. This is a waste of Will-O-Wisp though. I mean, that was their big team fight ultimate. And that is a death
Kotl just died to the cleave.
From 1 cleave, 2 supports dropped. Remember when I said yesterday that a fat PA was the worst nightmare of a support?
Yeah.
I lied. It's that Kunkka right there.
Kunkka is definitely problematic.
And with this vacuum wall combination, I don't think OG is having any chance of making a comeback here. Seb does not have a buyback. And the throne, yeah. That throne is gone.
Yeah, they're not GGing out yet.
I mean, they
fighting, but the throne is falling. So.
It's good effort, you know. They gotta try. I don't blame them for trying. But
I mean, this is the lower brackets. You don't wanna give up, definitely. But
well, at least it's a best of 3. But they will need that full 3 games if they want to.